Needing 8. Bean. Little high and is bobbled by his tight end and winds up being intercepted. Right into the hands of Deontay Johnson because of the bobble made by Zach Davidson.
Well, look what I found off the bobble. Zach Davidson just totally drops this one. Bean can't find anybody down the field, and he dumps it off to his tight end. It hits his hands, his helmet, then his hands a couple of different times, and then there's the pick for Birmingham. And that's one thing that Birmingham has been every single year, and that's opportunistic on the defensive side of the football. It's been one of the reasons why they've been so successful. Remember, 3 championships out of 4 years. Last year, deep into the playoffs. And here the defense starts out exactly where they ended the last few years, which is being opportunistic, taking that football away. Been with them at several different stops.
Snoop Connor trying to bounce it outside. Stutter steps, dives into the end zone for the first touchdown of the season. See if Garibay can get it through the uprights for the first time tonight. He was in the UFL 2 seasons ago with Dallas, out of football last year, and trying to earn a full season here.
There we go.
He gets the points. Success, young man, and it's good enough to give the Stallions the lead again. Goal line defense. Easy into the end zone, but the ball came out. Wheeler, did he cross the goal line first? No, he didn't. Birmingham gets the turnover. Ian Wheeler. Did the ball cross the goal line? No, you can see it is out. Great play made there by Chiava Tizzino, their star linebacker, to separate Wheeler from the ball and prevent Louisville from taking the lead. And they fake the handoff, wide open, Justin Ross, touchdown, and Birmingham's back on top.
What a great read by Matt Corral. This is an RPO. That means that if this safety comes down into the box, he's going to throw this route right behind him. He sees him come down, boom, and it's an easy throw. Great route and release from Ross. There's no doubt, but you've got to assume he wins as a quarterback, and all you're doing is reading that safety. He steps down, and you throw it right behind him. There's the fake. Great ball action in the backfield, and then there's Matt Corral to Ross for the touchdown, and now A.J. McCarron's got to make a decision about what he does here, 1, 2, or 3. I think that you've got to at least put 1 point on the Tanner Brown.
And you also want to run some clock so you don't give Birmingham the ball back too soon. Bean going deep into double coverage, and it is picked off. Hudson Clark. There is a flag on the play. Hold on.
Holding. Offense number 71.
And it won't matter.
That penalty is declined. The result of the play is an interception. First down, Birmingham.
Third turnover of the night by this Birmingham defense.
Well, here's the hold. This is going to be obvious. You'll see it right away. But then Jason Bean just throws this one with way too much air. Here's the chokehold right here. That's good in MMA, not in UFL. And there's the ball. It's just got way too much air. And Hudson Clark is able to just run under it like it's almost a punt. Trying to go to Tariq Black. Good coverage by Cooper down the field. There's Clark with the pick. You just cannot make that throw. There's lots of time. You've got timeouts in your back pocket. You don't have to go all the way down the field like that. Jason Bean has had a sensational game and has not been helped out by his wide receiver. Some drops on the outside. He's been good with his legs, but that was certainly his poorest decision of the night, poorest throw of the night, and it really hurts him there. Clark steps in front for an interception.
All right, so just on
tempo again, the cutback by Yarns. The ball came loose, and the Stallions recovered it. The Gamblers give it away, put it on the ground. A big hit by Tizzino, and he punched it loose. And the Gamblers turn it over.
What a job by Kiava Tizzino right there, 31. He knocks that ball out. The old Peanut Tillman, the peanut punch. Right before Yarns gets down to the ground, a nice job by Tizzino punching that ball out.
Stop the sentence with the period in the secondary. 3rd and 7. Corral pumps, delivers, complete. Out at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10.
Situations.
Funny how they change sometimes. Corral with time. Lays it in. A great touch pass to Barber, who picks up 21 on the play and another 1st down.
Oh, it's all about timing and patience. Watch Matt Corral. He wanted to throw this ball right now, but he waited, and he got it right out in front of Carlton Johnson. See, 37 tried to get that hand in there, just didn't have enough time. Just a terrific throw, and Barber right there on the money. That's a nice job of patience, allowing the route to develop, and then layering over Carlton Johnson, number 37. You got 2 guys.
Into the end zone. Touchdown. Birmingham on the board. Mickens with the grab.
It's just so reliable. Yeah. It's a guy that's played a lot of football. Won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And that's his favorite route. So you have the 2 trees on the outside in Chenault and Ross, but just watch this route. It's an up, and then once he gets to the out, that ball's already in the air. Nice job by Corral. See it? He makes it. That ball's thrown right now. And it's easy. Go up and go grab it. Jaden Mickens, the Super Bowl champion with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You mentioned it.
Was he the number 1 option on that, you think?
I don't think he was the number 1 option.
Okay.
I believe that, remember, it was supposed to be
Fade.
to the fade.
Right.
He's called it to the pylon. So he's called pylon, but a nice job by Houston taking away the pylon. So they go to the 3rd option.
Corral gets rid of it, wide open underneath. Justin Ross on the move. Got the 1st down and then some. Just shy of the 15-yard line.
See,
1st down.
When you take them, you got to buy them. So right here, watch this route. They try to pass this one off. You can't pass this route off defensively. You have to allow to take that. So when you have 2 defenders, you just let them go. That's what happened. Miscommunication right there.
New York.
Once you take him, you bought him. He's yours for the down.
Matt Corral looking into the end zone. Touchdown. Right down the seam to Kane.
Miscommunication again on defense for the Gamblers.
Yeah, miscommunication. You're right, Harry. I'm watching it up here, and it's a miscommunication by the linebacker. Has to recognize that there's going to be pressure. Get a chance to draw this one up, so watch. So you're going to have pressure by the safety here. This linebacker's got to go right now. You can't look at it. You got to be there right now, because if you don't, that ball's already thrown in the air. See? Miscommunication. You get the splits by the safety, and the linebacker, Anthony Hines, is just too late. That ball's already thrown, and that's a touchdown for the Stallions.
Deon Kane, his 1st touchdown catch of the season. Last year, he was all UFL. Henderson hands it off to White. Couldn't get to the edge, and he's brought down for a loss at the 6-yard line by Deron Gilbert. 4th and goal. Corral out of the shotgun. McFarland on the run. No touchdown, or yes, the near official put his arms into the air, signaling a touchdown.
You got a touchdown?
Birmingham scores it.
Left hash, going for 2, left hash.
The near side official put his arms into the air after a while.
I just saw a pile of bodies. Here's the look. Here's the best look. Here's what the official's looking at. Where's that football? He extends it right there. That's a touchdown.
No doubt.
Yeah, we're looking up top, but McFarland was able to squeeze through down near the bottom.
69, Iris.
And that ball is right there across the goal line.
A clutch drive led by Matt Corral.
They're going to go for 2.
Yeah, the ball back at
2nd and 11. Silvers. Pocket collapsing, and they get to him. Sacked all the way beyond the 50-yard line. The Birmingham defense
defense does their job. Ukwa getting involved, as was Gilbert.
And it's great. It's a green dog, which means as soon as that back exits, the linebacker sees him, then he's going to add to the rush. It's not necessarily called the blitz, but as soon as the linebacker, running back goes the opposite way, that play side backer blitzes, and it's a free shot to quarterback, and that is what Birmingham didn't do last.
A little short slant outside to the right, but it's not me, and so let's see what happens. Screen pass maybe.
4th and 2. Silvers, Ray and Son. Intercepted! The Birmingham defense comes up big with Tay Crowder. And Crowder on the return with blockers in front. Excellent return by the former Georgia Bulldog.
I like the play call, but you want man coverage here. Instead, they get cover 2. There's a corner squat right out there waiting for Jarvion Howard, the running back. So Silvers tries to go late back across his body. Bad decision. Bad play call. Just a better defensive call there. Sit cover 2 and be waiting for that quick throw to the flats. This is really a war of attrition right now. Which quarterback is going to protect the football is going to be the team that's going to win.
Corral. Time to wind up and wide open. Waiting on that. Then getting into the end zone is Jordan Thomas. Touchdown, Stallions.
Boy, it was the perfect play call for a corner blitz. You see the corner blitz coming from the right side. That means that safety then scoots up and the tight end leaks all the way from the opposite side. And the reason that was underthrown is Corral had to let that go so early. Thomas's eyes weren't up yet. He didn't want to overthrow him. And Jordan Thomas, great concentration, the big 280-pound tight end.
Former NFL draft. Straight ahead. Howard is met right in the hole by Crowder again. Crowder with the interception. The tackle for loss. Turnover on downs. A goal line stand by Birmingham.
Unbelievable play by Tay Crowder, meeting Jarvion Howard in the hole at the 1-yard line. Look at the leverage. Gets low man wins. Tay Crowder back-to-back huge plays, backed up inside the 5-yard line.
Tay Crowder, back-to-back series where you make game-changing plays for your...
Frost on first down. That is jumped. That is jumped by Goodrich. And it's a pick 6. We got dueling pick 6s here in St. Louis. Stallions get their own. Mario Goodrich put it on the board for the corner.
All right, great lesson. If you're going to throw a hitch route from shotgun, it needs to be a one-step. It's a catch, gather, and throw. That time, Harrison Frost was late to Hakeem Butler. The look was there pre-snap, but a great break on the football by Goodrich.
And with that, Birmingham takes their first lead today.
Left.
3rd and 3. It's intercepted again as he threw it to the inside, and that is picked off by Lucas Dennis. Lucas Dennis, who had an excellent career as a Walter Camp All-American at Boston College, playing in the ACC, with the interception.
Once again, just a hair late trying to get Ja'Cour Pearson the ball in the flats. He hesitated just a second, but even more so, that ball has got to be outside. On the far outside shoulder to Ja'Cour Pearson, so it's caught by him or it's out of bounds on the sideline. That ball left inside. And Birmingham defense. That would have gone out of bounds. That would have been a touchdown.
1st and goal. As McFarland cleans things up and a late flag comes down after he crossed the goal line.
My opinion, but he's made 2 plays, extending the play, big play to Akeem, and then the touchdown. So we just got to get off the field now on defense and get the ball back.
Corral pumps and connects. Dion King. A 67-yard touchdown, Matt Corral to Dion King.
Well, they get a double move down the sideline. And this was an unbelievable throw by Matt Corral. Watch him hang on to this. It develops a little late. Dion King gets contact at the top of his route, and he puts it in the perfect spot. The all-UFL receiver from last year finished that off. That's the second fantastic deep ball that Corral has thrown to Dion King. King came into this with just 7 receptions for 54 yards the first 2 games.
Corral on first down. Steps up into the pocket, slings it over the middle. Nice spin from Jadon Mickens and a first down to the 43. And what a finish to the first quarter. A laser out of the right arm of Matt Corral, and the Birmingham Stallions digging out of a hole as Corral. Look at the vapor trail to Jadon Mickens. Stallions down 7-0, but starting to find a little rhythm as we head to the second.
It's a mismatch.
3rd and 7. Plummer in trouble, swallowed up. It's a sack and a big one for the Birmingham Stallions. Isaiah Green May gets to the quarterback to drop Plummer for a big loss.
There he is right there. He does a really nice job of just playing one-on-one with this tackle, just powers him, bench presses him out of the way, and gets to Plummer.
A loss of 11 on the sack from Isaiah Green May. Likely than not when he's on the field.
Oh, yeah.
Myers on 3rd down, looking deep down the sideline, going to make a play, and that play is made.
That's his superpower, his legs.
Pressure comes, breaks free again. Superman driving through the tackler, Azizi Hurd, and he gets the first down. UCLA on UCLA, and the quarterback gets the win.
Yeah, you can see it very clearly that, hey, you're UCLA, I'm UCLA. We're going to finish this on the ground with each other. He finds a way to stick that foot in the ground, not run out of bounds. Poof! I'm going to run right through you and let my team know I'm here to play.
3rd and 6. Tamu under pressure. Can he get out of the end zone? He does to the 1. That close to a Birmingham safety with TJ Carter.
This side of the screen, they're just going to be coming all the way around and collapsing the pocket slowly but surely, and then there's nowhere to go for Ta'amu, but he does a nice job of just barely getting the ball out of the end zone to stop a safety. Outstanding job of getting their quarterback off the hook by the Birmingham defense.
What's that? Again, quick toss over the middle. Dion Kane into the end zone for Birmingham touchdown. Their first points since week 3. It's DTR to Dion Kane for 6.
Quick, decisive decisions. You start to blitz guys, you replace the blitzers with the throw. Outstanding job by Kane setting up, and then it's a stiff arm to the face and a touchdown for the Stallions. The decisiveness of Dorian Thompson-Robinson, the ability to feel what the defense is doing and make a quick decision in only a week of preparation. Outstanding job.
6 for the first down. Pressure comes. Dorian Thompson-Robinson will throw on the run. He floats it out to an open man. It's tied in this place inside the 35 and down.
Way to stay winning, Nine. Way to stay winning.
Like an artist with a blank canvas. You drop back, nothing is open, and you start to create. And as you create, you draw the attention of defenders, and they lose their man. He drops it right over the head with nice touch, and Davis Price picks up more yardage.
Fake the pitch. Pressure comes. And that ball down inside the 5, and a catch is made. That throw downfield, and Dawood Davis on the receiving end. It's first and goal, Birmingham.
Yeah, this is one of those, my player's bigger, stronger, faster than yours, and that's a first-round corner who looks back at the quarterback too soon, and Dawood Davis goes up and takes it away.
38 yards later, it's first and goal, Birmingham goal. And it's Snoop into the end zone for 6.
For this play to work, you have to be stout at the point of attack. Take a look at these 3 interior offensive players. If you're stout at the point of attack, it gives you the opportunity for the running back to square his shoulders, get downhill, and even if he's contacted before the end zone, to the ground.
On 3rd and 10, pressure on the run. Thompson Robinson to the goal line. He is in for a Stallions touchdown.
You got to drop by Thomas. You got to drop by Kane. You got to drop by Barber. Thompson says, I'll do it myself. He sees nobody open downfield, and he uses his legs down here in the red zone versus man-to-man coverage with the defender's backs turned and scampers into the end zone.
Going for three.
And now a 3-point try from the 8-yard line. They have not attempted one this year. This will be the first.
Yep.
The single setback. Steven Stylianos was the motion tight end. That's a dropped snap. The ball caroming around, and it's recovered by Birmingham. Boy, it took an ill bounce for Plummer. He couldn't get it. 2nd and 3. Dorian Thompson Robinson using his feet. Throws on the run. Wide open on the sideline. It's Jaden Mickens with a move. Mickens on the chase and down near the 10. Dorian Thompson Robinson buying time with the nifty footwork.
Yeah, this is a beautiful job in the pocket as he's able to just elude this rush over from the right side. The pass rush for Orlando is very good. Chris Garrett was there in the background, in the backfield, and Dorian Thompson Robinson keeps his eyes downfield. Watch his eyes as he eludes the rush. There he is, eyes downfield, finds the completion, and it's a massive gain down the field and now into scoring territory.
57-yard pickup as Snoop Connor makes a move, and Snoop breaking tackles. He's in for the touchdown.
Orlando,
4th and 1, handoff, and going nowhere. Oh, the penetration. Tizino, the first Stallion there.
Of everyone around them. That's what we've seen so far with the Stallions.
Pressure, throw to the right side, first down, broken tackle here. 3rd and 9. To the end zone, leaping grab for the touchdown. Justin Ross, his 2nd touchdown grab of the year. And the Stallions stunning the Storm early, up 13-0. So Anders Carlson from 38. And the kick curling, and it is good. It started off wide right.
Outside of its single high safeties.
Thompson Robinson down the sideline looking for Justin Ross. He's got the catch and a first down.
Only needs 1 foot in bounds. That's
Plummer stepping up. Over the middle, floats it into traffic, and a big stick leveled by Trey Norwood on KJ Hamler to end the first half in Orlando.
Had no choice but to kind of float it down the field, and Norwood comes in right away. Good defense by Trey Norwood. Good half by these Birmingham Stallions on the road.
And let's go to Jake Butt. 3rd and 6. Over the middle, open with that pressure in his face. He finds the open man, and Justin Ross into the secondary and down inside the 30. 3rd and goal. Bobble on the snap. It never got to Plummer, and it's recovered by Birmingham. It's the second time today there's been an issue with center-quarterback exchange and the second turnover.
It almost looked like Cole Snyder thought Plummer was under center. He's in the shotgun, and he just kind of rolls it back onto the ground. Plummer can't get to it, and Birmingham gets the stop that they desperately needed. Anthony Beck fired up, and for the wrong reasons. Themselves in that playoff spot.
Opportunities here today. The ball is out, and it's recovered. Fadakazi's got it again.
Now they're going to blow the whistle here. I have no idea why.
Good. Ruling on the field is that the runner was down prior to fumbling the ball. In the continuing immediate action, the defense did recover it. It's second down.
That ball is clearly out. There is no reason to blow a whistle right there. That knee was a foot off the ground. Beautiful little peanut punch right there.
So let's just change it right now. Put the knee is down. We're going to give you the yardage. I mean, the ball is out. I'm sorry, the ball is out. The ball is out. It's recovered by the defense. We're at the 47-yard line.
Stallions. Carlson's the second kicker they've used. And Carlson's kick right down the middle. And A.J. McCarron going to get a little confidence brewing.
My son! What's that?
Second and 12. DTR to throw. Over the middle. Floats it open. First down and more to the 40. Across the 45 is Justin Ross. And the handoff to Connor. Burst up the middle. He's got the first down. And Birmingham is going to be right back in the playoff conversation.
As a weapon. He takes them from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 2 because he gets Keyshawn Banks to jump offside.
Second and goal. Hunter stacked up, tries to change off to the left, and he is taken down for a half-yard loss.
Boy, great job by the defensive front there.
Zeno getting involved in the tackle, as was Norwood.
Yeah, watch right here. That's where the play is made. Holding up the left guard. Not allowing any push up front. Day Hunter just trying to find an opening and couldn't. Birmingham quarter.
DTR backing up downfield and able to get it complete to Jaden Mickens.
That is so good. Great throw on a corner route to Mickens as he was falling away. Just the second first down for Birmingham tonight. Let's see if that kind of sparks something for him here.
Monday.
This little toe tap that
changes of field position. You get plays like this. 4th down and 11. And look at what happens. Just like that. Davis, touchdown. A 46-yard touchdown on 4th and 11. Exactly what we were saying. Wadman puts it outside the numbers and takes a tremendous bounce. And Stoops has to field it after that. Colby Wadman with as good a punt as you can possibly have in that situation. A 62-yarder. Second and 8. Reed tried to check down, but it was batted away that time. As that was T.J. Carter getting in there defensively.
Yeah, you're starting to see Birmingham bring some pressure here into the face of Reed. He does a really good job of finding his check down with nobody open, but even better job by Carter there, getting a hand up, tracing the ball, knocking that down, and forcing a 3rd and long.
4th down for Dallas. Reed gonna try to run for it. The starting quarterback lowers his shoulder at full speed like that. Sometimes bad things happen, as he met Tay Crowder.
Wow, what an effort from Austin Reed, putting his shoulder down. Tate Crowder, like you mentioned, but he's going to come up a yard short. That is a great stop from Birmingham. But watch the moxie and confidence here. He knows he's got nowhere to go with the football, knows he needs one more yard. That is a big hit.
On fourth down. It's Jordan Thomas, 285-pound tight end.
That was a heck of a catch, too.
Sure was.
It helps when you have massive hands as well when you're 285 pounds. That is a nice catch there. Base at the line of scrimmage.
And it is complete. Past midfield for a first down to the 42-yard line, and it's Mickens.
Well, it's just a high-low on this linebacker. Running back here and a dig behind it. Where does the linebacker go? He sits right there with the running back. You hit the dig right behind it. That's a great read over the middle of the field, finding Jason.
Reed. Pocket collapses right on top of him. Big-time play by T.J. Carter.
Boy, nowhere to go with the football, but watch how Austin Reed gets to the bottom of his drop here and starts drifting, almost into pressure there a little bit. Not saying there would have been anywhere else to go with the football, but kind of forces his way into pressure on the left side there. He's got to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands or step up and throw that thing over your teammates.
This game up here in the fourth quarter. This from 40 yards out. Carlson. And he puts it through. 10-10 here in the fourth quarter. Here's fourth down for Birmingham, and they get it! And breaking free is Mickens! Touchdown, Stallions!
What an answer from this A.J. McCarron DTR offense.
DTR to the end zone, he does it! Mickens! An overtime victory for A.J. McCarron's Birmingham Stallions. Dorian, Thompson, Robinson. How about that for a Mother's Day weekend present, MTR? Coach McCarron seeing his team making the comeback.
Okay, brother. You need one. Come.
They had the blocked field goal to send it to overtime, and then Dorian Thompson Robinson was stellar.
What a throw here. Mickens is going to sit in zone. This ball has to win with speed and accuracy. You got to beat the linebacker to the spot, beat 18 to it. He does. Accuracy, you always want this low on the chest or the waist of the receiver so he can go down into the end zone. That is textbook from DTR and Jaden Mickens.
Cash in on third down here, 3rd and 1. You're looking for room. Is it Andre White? And there's Tate Crowder. You talked about him a moment ago, and Crowder delivers on 3rd and short.
These linebackers are just so aggressive. Watch them fill right here in the middle of the line of scrimmage. Tazino 31, he's in there. Crowder, he's able to get himself free. Nice tackle for loss. And on the first 3rd down of the game, Birmingham's defense, which came in last in the league in 3rd down defense, 3rd and 4.
Top he goes for David Davis and a first down.
This is great timing.
Good job, boy.
So he understands where he wants to go with the football right now, and he just gets it out of his hand immediately. Doesn't really worry about that corner on the outside. He knows that he's got a completion as long as it's on time, and it was. And David Davis is able to corral that one. And they've got
Tame Martin in motion on 3rd and 2. And it's intercepted. He threw it right into the crowd and right into the hands of Stephen Gilmore. Taken away by Birmingham, and McClendon threw it right into his lap. Columbus on the move, and Jalen McClendon's 5th interception of the year delivered on a platter to Stephen Gilmore. And the Stallions defense takes it away late in the first. Play action, McClendon in trouble, down he goes! That pocket collapsing quickly, and Isaiah Coe with his 2nd sack of the year.
Boy, he was in there quickly, wasn't he? That is a great rush from the interior of the defensive line, and Coe was a mid-season signing by this Birmingham team, and watch him just get right up the field. Beautiful work on the guard. And Montero, number 67, just could not get in front of him, and he got to McClendon before McClendon had any chance in the backfield.
53 3-man block.
Reside from the 16 on 1st down. There's that quick toss you were talking about, and it's Mickens in open space. Mickens across the 35 and down to the 40-yard line. Good start for Birmingham. The short toss, and let Mickens do the rest for 23.
But first you got to have eyes going this way to create some defensive movement. So watch this defense just go a little bit to the left side, and then DTR goes back to Mickens on the right side. That's exactly what they needed to do right there. Get the ball out of his hands. Get aggressive against that.
Center on Kevin Kugler. 1st down and 10. McClendon in trouble. Down he goes. He tried to slam on the brakes, and he looked up, and right in his face was Kobe Jones.
Kobe Jones is just a tremendous rush, and you're trying to block that defensive end with the tight end. That is not going to work out well for you as an offense. And Gunnar Oaks, number 84, just gets run by. McClendon is trying to get a little half roll. He's barely at the back of his drop back. Lost some time. He came out with an injury. Their center, so they're battling a bit of a rotation right now on their offensive line.
There's Deion Kane, head over heels at the 35-yard line. He saw that opening, and he knows, Joel, he was one player away from a touchdown.
There was a big lane right in the middle of the field. You're exactly right. And then it was just closed down right there. Good tackle. Going low. Kane almost broke that one. That was Michael Lawson, number 41, who came in low. Good tackle right there. Took both up and have to punt it away.
The booted pressure comes, and he just got rid of it. I don't know how he got that ball out between 3 aviators. Gets a wonderful roll, and this punt will roll down inside the 5. All the way down to the 4, from nearly getting blocked to rolling dead at the 4-yard line.
How in the world did that not get blocked? They jumped right over it. 62-yard punt. Colby Wadman right now, the MVP for the Stallions, getting that punt away. My goodness.
9 for Columbus. 3 for 8 on 3rd down. McClendon in trouble. Down he goes. Twisted to the turf once more. Fatukasi with his 2nd sack of the season.
This is a great rush from Fatukasi here. He's going to go up and then back and under, but look at the coverage in the back end. See how they're just sitting there? No one getting depth. There's nowhere to go with the football because of the unwillingness to throw the football down the field. The safeties, who are technically back, are just sitting flat-footed, knowing that McClendon is not going to go down the field.
Hey, what's that?
On the roll. He'll throw to the end zone. Wide open touchdown, Jordan Thomas. He could have fair caught that touchdown, and Birmingham on top.
Talk around, nigga. Talk around it. Talk around it. I told them to get to the motherfucking ball.
I love this play design because they're going to sneak Thomas from this right side. So he's lined up as the tight end right here, and then he's just going to sneak through as Thompson rolls out to the right. And then the defense just loses him right there. He's trying to get that almost a screen back to the left side. And Jordan Thomas is wide open, and you're right. He could have fair caught that one, and he's got some time to throw, almost 4.5 seconds, and they're able to get the ball down the field for a touchdown on the missed assignment.
That kick Roaming is Gilmore. Gilmore, nice move on the run. Gilmore all the way in for Birmingham.
The second straight week we've seen Birmingham with a giant block field goal. Last week, Dallas had a chance to win the game. The last play of regulation, Birmingham was able to block that kick, and here it's the pressure off the edge. Great jump right here, and he's able to extend. He blocks it and gets the scoop and score. Great job in front, getting some of those blocks. He had a cut back in there, right there on Gunnar Oaks, and then he trots into the end zone, and this Birmingham defense does it themselves. It's been a defensive battle today for both of these teams, and that's the biggest play of the day. What a job by Steven.
This play.
One time.
It's Zaquandre White. He goes nowhere. Jaden Peavy with penetration. White can't go anywhere. And a turnover on downs.
God damn!
It's the defensive tackles again. They have played outstanding. Peavy in the backfield. White nowhere to go. Birmingham with a fourth down stop and the ball up 14-3.
Four-man rush. McClendon. Ball deflected at the line. It's intercepted. Into the hands of Tay Crowder and the Birmingham defense. They've been the story all day. And the Stallions deliver in the crunch again. A 14-3 lead and a turnover with the pick for Crowder.
And Kev, it's appropriate that it's the defensive line that comes up with this play because they have had pressure on McClendon all day long. This defensive line has been tremendous. 5 sacks, 10 tackles for loss. Now they've gotten 2 interceptions on the day. And here, again, just more pressure. Ball batted up into the air, and it's a pick for the Stallions, and they're going to win this game. That defensive line has been outstanding. And, again, this defense, they came into this ball game last in the league in total defense, last on third down, last in sacks, and they have been all over.
James, oh man, is that a live ball? It is! It is scooped up and being brought back by Alex Cook. That was a lateral, and it's gonna go all the way. Touchdown, Stallions! What an absolutely wild way to kick things off here in Columbus.
In return, number 30, Alex Cook.
Alex Cook houses it. Wow.
And the play call was actually a double pass. They're trying to throw it backwards to Zaquandre White. He was going to throw it to Juice Wells, but Alex Cook read it from Jump Street all over that. Because it was a backwards pass, it's a fumble, and that ball is live. A risky play call from Todd Haley in this offense down here in the red zone on fourth down. And if you don't block out, that play had no chance.
Third down. Inside the 5 and into the end zone. You want redemption? There it is from Deion Kane. The sloppy penalties, but the great-looking touchdown reception.
Oh, this is such a good throw. It's a second window throw to this slant route. And watch the mess in front of Dorian DTR's face here. He's going to have this defensive end right in his lap. He's going to let this ball go, anticipates that Kane's going to enter that second window and throws it right on the money. That is a big-time answer from Deion Kane, who had the 2 false starts earlier in the drive and was out until that play, and a great answer from DTR.
Now remember the complaint. Second and goal. Going to keep it on the ground, and he's going to take it right in. Touchdown, Stallions.
A couple extra offensive linemen there for Birmingham. Heavy personnel was able to get the push to finish that drive.
There wasn't an offensive lineman left on the sideline.
Yeah.
They're already shadowed. I think they put every single one they had on the field for that play.
Yeah, and 62 there, Andrew Carter. They just signed this week because of the injuries. Going to be in.
Second and 8. DTR, deep out, gets it complete to Mickens, and Mickens strides upfield and is past midfield here with a minute and a half to halftime.
And this is the leader in receiving yards in the UFL, yet his first reception of the day. I have been begging for 2 quarters. Where's number 12? Get the ball to number 12. He's the most dynamic receiver on the field, and a great job there of finding the soft spot in that zone coverage.
26-yard reception by Mickens. DTR being backed up all the way beyond the 30. He's going to run it himself. Inside the 5, kept his momentum, and it's 1st and goal. Tony Fields made that ultra-athletic play that ended up back in the hands of Ty Davis-Price. So Birmingham saying, hey, that should be a touchdown for us. But the ruling from Pereira is that the foot was down out of bounds as Carlson connects on the short field goal. But that was the ruling from the UFL Command Center. I feel like we have had some of the wildest plays in this first half. Between the 80 was the SoCon Offensive Player of the Year, had a great career for the Bulldogs. As Carlson puts it through. Norton, pressure, gets rid of it, and it's intercepted. That is Ryan Cooper on the return.
Well, I started this second half talking about Birmingham's inability to get after Jalen Morton. Back-to-back plays, the rush affected Morton. Watch Isaiah Coe coming off this side right here is able to apply the pressure. Morton wanted to wait another half second until his receiver, Aesop Winston, cleared the underneath defender. Wasn't able to because of the pressure from Coe. And the tip right to Ryan Cooper. And Cooper gets some revenge. He got the stiff arm from White on the sideline just to play a goal.
Carlson on for the field goal attempt. And he puts it through. The former Auburn star, the former draft pick of the Green Bay Packers, makes it an 8-point margin here.
In motion. Kirkland to throw. In traffic. Picked off. The Stallions defense grabbing it as Trey Norwood comes up with his first interception on the season.
So Trey Norwood's right here. He's going to have his eyes in the backfield. And then when this receiver goes flat, he's just going to go deep. Reads the eyes of John Trey Kirkland and is able to intercept this thing. But he's kind of tracking it the entire time. Sees Lawrence Keys going low, so he knows something's got to be going deep. He's able to retreat and get the interception. And what started out as a promising drive offensively ended in interception. Eric his eyes from downfield onto the rush.
Now going to the ground. Here's Snoop Connor with the leap. And another large run here as the Stallions start to cook a little bit. 15 yards.
So John Rice Plumlee going vertical.
That's picked up. Taken the other way. Alex Cook will try to outrace Plumlee. Plumlee got stiff-armed. Touchdown, Birmingham. Alex Cook with the defensive score for the second straight week. And was that the spark the Stallions needed to keep the postseason hopes alive?
Hey, what's up? Come out.
First things first. DTR end zone back shoulder and a beauty. Kyrick McGowan has his first 2 catches of the season on this drive, culminating with the touchdown.
Finally some life for this Birmingham offense, and they will certainly go for 2 to try and cut the deficit to 8.